And so the verdict is in, and the result is revenge. As we were able to see a fighter make an adjustment from a first go around to the rematch. And we're talking about Khalil Coe and his performance against Manuel Gallegos. In their rematch, Coe has proven the critics and myself wrong. He came back in this fight and totally turned the tables on Gallegos. And I am happy to say that I was wrong. What is next? The sky is the limit. But let's talk about the performance that Khalil Coe put on, and how just because you lose once doesn't mean that it's over. Repeat or revenge? That was what was on the table when Manuel Gallegos and Khalil Coe took on one another again on Friday, May 30th. I thought going into this fight, because of his performance the first time around, Khalil would run into more problems, as Gallegos, who defeated him in their first fight, had him down several times before stopping him for a 9th round TKO. When I watched the first fight, I thought that Coe had performed the way that I have seen fighters who we attribute being front runners perform. Maybe something was off. I don't know specific details if he went into the fight with injuries or some type of plagues, but coming into this rematch, I said he needed to make adjustments. And he made one of the best adjustments that a fighter can make going into a fight. Coe entered this fight not the same man who faced Gallegos the first time, but a changed fighter. He implemented a jab, and when he came in with that jab, it was enough that by the round's end, the first round's end, Gallegos was busted up. And I marveled like, wow, this jab is pulverizing by Khalil Coe. If he's able to do that after only one round, what comes next could be ill-fated for Manuel Gallegos. And you know something? It was. Because with each subsequent round, Coe was boxing magnificently, battering Gallegos until his people stopped the fight in the corner after the 5th round. Coe was sharp, he was strong, and his jab was extremely effective and efficient. The right hands were hard, and he minded his defense. Only 6 months before, Gallegos was having his way with Coe. But in this fight, what we were able to see was Khalil come out and command the center of the ring and began to go forward. Now Gallegos, under false confidence, tried to go forward at the same time. But it was after that pulverizing jab began to land that he began to have second thoughts and began to back up. What I liked most was I was yelling at my television for Coe to drop the right hand behind the jab, which was working so well that it had Gallegos' head just snapping back. Coe states, the last fight, I was dealing with a lot of internal problems. I was hospitalized twice before my last fight, and that pretty much was what made the difference. This camp, no problems, all the way through, 100% Coe, and y'all see what happened. If that be true, it was a remarkable turnaround, because during the first fight, Gallegos knocked Coe to the canvas 4 times in the 5th, 7th, 8th, and 9th rounds. He continually tried to fight off, and it was tough for him. Now, Coe is back on track, and his performance is a great deal of standard bearer for people who have setbacks in the sport of boxing. He didn't boast. He didn't run around banging and beating his chest. He showed respect to Gallegos, but he knew he was the better fighter. And that was good, because oftentimes fighters want to try to prove themselves. They want to show themselves to be steady as rain. But they don't feel that security within. They have doubts. Gallegos' record is now 21 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 18 KOs. Coe is now 10-1 with 1 draw, with 8 KOs. This was a great opportunity to see a man who had performed very poorly in his last outing turn the tables around. You see, boxing can be that way, just like life can be that way. And I take my hat off to Khalil Coe. I will definitely be more involved with understanding fighters like himself going forward, because when they have something to prove, they can turn it up. So salute to Big Stepper, Khalil Coe, on his victory. And hopefully we see him again very soon. What are your thoughts? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave comments and let's discuss further. What do you think about Khalil Coe and his performance? What would you like to see happen with him next? Who would you like to see him in the ring against next? Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.